What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Professor Anime. Welcome back to another video. So you're probably seeing this video the day after Christmas Day. I really hope the day treated you well. I wanted to wish you all a happy Christmas. Hopefully the day was amazing for you. You got to hang out with your friends, your family, you got the gifts you wanted. I actually got some pretty good gifts as well, but most important of all, I got a new lighting setup. So hopefully this video quality looks actually better. Now before in my videos, like when it came to my nighttime videos would look very grainy. There would be a lot of noise on my camera. However, I got a light here and a light stand here, and I gotta say the quality just looks amazing. Now I can actually make videos that look good at night. So I definitely had a happy Christmas just hanging out with my family and friends. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I still wish you all a happy day, and hopefully you all have amazing days to come. So now for the video. What are we going to be talking about today? We are going to be talking about Kingdom. That is right. So in my last video, we ended up talking about Kingdom, my first impressions on it, chapters 1 through 47, which basically starts off the first arc in the series called Keiyou's Rebellion arc. Now, in this video, we are going to be covering arcs 2, 3, and 4. So, technically we're going to be covering chapters 48 through 97. Yeah, I've been reading a lot of Kingdom. I'm actually already in the hundreds. You know, it's kind of funny how I started reading Kingdom. I mean, lately I've just been so engrossed in this series. Like, this series is really, really good. And before, I wouldn't pay any attention to this series at all. And I mean, some people were actually recommending me this series to review in the future, and again, I didn't really pay much attention to it because I personally thought I couldn't get into the series because, you know, it's over 500 chapters long. However, I stand corrected. Once you start reading this series, you're probably going to lose your life from it. Anyways, guys, enough of me rambling. Let's actually get to the review of Arc 2, 3, and 4 of Kingdom. So the second arc in this series covers chapters 48 through 73. Now, in the first arc of the series, it was pretty much a lot of setup, getting introduced to the world we are in, the characters, the history behind China, getting to meet some other clans, and also, of course, the rebellion portion of the arc. And we pretty much saw a whole battle play out as Zhang, or Issei, got to reclaim his throne. However, in Arc 2 of Kingdom, this is really where we get to see the strategy play out in this series. And just a whole war break out. Like, this campaign was so freaking enjoyable. Like, and it had, like, just Shin and these other squad members that he was grouped with in this war. You know, he just went all out with these guys. And Shin is technically the person who ended up winning this war in the first place. And compared to the numbers that the army that Shin was in, compared to the other army, like, they were literally fighting an impossible odd. And they ended up winning the fight because of Shin, you know, and just how everything played out. It was so freaking awesome. Like, the build up to the politics on how exactly they were going to do things, and then the strategy, you know, how it ended up, you know, coursing the pathway to actually win the war. You have one general in the war that is a strategist, and then you have another general which worked with the Qin army, which was on Shin's side, who was basically very, very ruthless at his fighting style. And it was very interesting seeing these two sides play out. And eventually one side did win, obviously, which was the Qin dynasty, or the Qin clan, which is the, you know, whole army that Shin was from. Now, After this, I'm not gonna lie, I started to dislike Shin's character just a little bit. Like, actually, like, I like Shin. I really, really do. I mean, through these chapters of Kingdom that I have been reading, I mean, I'm already on chapter 100, and I've been enjoying this series to a T. But I will say this. The thing about Shin, he has a big weakness and to his character, and that is that he is so OP. He is so OP. Like, this guy is just ridiculous. Like, he has a lot of plot armor. I mean, technically every protagonist has to have some sort of plot armor, but just how Shin goes about it, like him, you know, being technically the only one that, you know, is suppressing this other army for his army, like, it's actually really ridiculous. This guy has been through a lot, and he definitely has a lot of plot armor to him. But, I mean, I still enjoy the series nonetheless, but I just hope that, you know, when it comes to Shin's overall character, you know, he will be put to the test. You know, he won't always be the victor in his character. Also, that was pretty cool about the second arc is that we actually get to meet a new character within the series named Keiyou. Keiyou is a very, very interesting character, especially what we find out in these later arcs, which we will talk about really soon. But we see that Shin ends up working in the same sort of army as Keiyou. And Keiyou is a very, very interesting character regarding, you know, who she is. And, I mean, it's pretty prominent that, you know, she is a girl. I mean, you can tell just by the way on how she is drawn. I mean, her eyelashes and everything. Of course, Shin is completely, you know, oblivious to this fact, but I'm pretty sure everyone who is reading the manga knew exactly what gender, you know, Keiyou was. But Keiyou has a ridiculous fighting style. Like, she is just, like, it's crazy. But yeah, I think I talked about enough for the second arc. Let's actually head into the third arc of the series. Now, the third arc in the series is called The Escape from Zhao Arc. Now, this is actually pretty cool. We actually get some backstory regarding Zhang, or Issei as some of you call him. When it comes to this, it was very interesting regarding his past, because I always wondered, you know, what made him so cold, you know, what made him so emotionless. And we do see that Zhang does seem to, you know, show some sort of feelings. We haven't seen much from, you know, him, you know, actually, you know, expressing his emotions, but he does have some sort of feeling factor to his character, and, you know, that's what makes him wise. He is very cold as a leader, or as the next throne, the next king to the throne, but at the same time, while he is cold, he's very wise for his age. I mean, I believe he's like 13 at the time of the third arc in the series. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that Shin and Zhang are both 13 years old. But regarding this arc, it was very cool how the first person that Zhang ended up meeting was this woman named Sheikah. And basically, her and her group that she was in was sent on a mission in order to smuggle a 6-year-old child, which was Zhang, out of the Zhao city, I believe they were in, into the Qin dynasty, in order to basically, you know, bring him back alive to be the next coming heir to the throne. And of course, you had this other dynasty trying to kill him off, so you had basically Sheikah, this woman Sheikah, and her group, you know, trying to smuggle him out of the city, and eventually they do succeed. However, everyone dies in the process besides Zhang. But regarding Zhang's character, as I stated before, what we see from him, how he became the person he came to be, was technically from Sheikah. And at first, I thought that, you know, Zhang was cold and really emotionless. But in this sort of backstory that we get from the Escape from Zhao arc, he is very cold, but at the same time, like, the word emotionless would definitely be more prominent in this backstory when he was 6 years old. Like, he would not even feel pain. He wouldn't feel pain at all. He couldn't smell anything. Like, he couldn't, like, his sixth senses were completely gone. Like, this kid could not feel anything. Like, there was one scene where he took a tree branch, a sharp branch, and freaking shoved that shit in him. There was even a scene where he was in a barrel on, you know, when they were trying to smuggle him in. A arrow was shot right through this barrel. While he was in it, he didn't make a sound. He didn't make a, like, dude, like, holy shit, dude. Like, I was just like, damn, what the fuck is up with this kid? And we later find out that basically the city that he was in at the time completely changed his character all around. Like, he was abused for many years, and that is how he eventually, you know, didn't have any emotions at that point, and he didn't trust a whole lot of people. But after meeting Sheikah, she completely, like, turned his character around and made him realize that, you know, he can't let his inner demons, you know, conquer him, and he needs to move on to, you know, become the next heir to the throne in order to make a new life for generations to come. You know, to kind of accept his fate in a way. So I thought that was very, very interesting. It was quite emotional, too. I will say that. You actually like to feel for Sheikah's character, you know, in this short little arc that we were in. But I definitely appreciated getting some of Zhang's backstory. That was very cool indeed. Now, the fourth arc in the series is definitely where things start to pick up just a little bit more. Like, the pacing of the series is just amazing. Like, I really love the pacing to this series. It just gets better and better as time goes on. But anyway, the fourth arc in the series is titled the Assassination arc, and it sounds just like how it should. I mean, you basically have these hired assassins trying to assassinate Zhang, Issei, the king at this given moment in time. And basically, in this arc, while we see the whole assassination attempt try to take place, of course it fails, but we get to see more growth from Shin. From the Keiyou arc that was previously in arc 3, you know, from fighting that battle, Shin definitely got a lot stronger in the last 3 months or so. I think it has been like 6 months since Issei and Shin have met, so it hasn't really been a full-on year, but Issei's and Shin's relationship definitely has improved. It's almost like they trust each other now, you know, how long they have been sticking together, and technically Shin at this point is per se Issei's right-hand man. I mean, it probably isn't implied right then and there, but as the coming, you know, chapters come about, I know for a fact that Shin is definitely going to be considered Issei's right-hand man. He is going to be, you know, a general one day, and that's his dream, by the way. Now, in this arc, we see also Kyokai's past, and it is revealed that she is definitely a girl. It is finally revealed to her that, it's revealed to Shin that she is definitely a girl, and seeing her backstory was also very tragic. That was pretty emotional too. Like, as you just get attached to these characters. Like, as I'm saying this, like, man, like, I just really want to read Kingdom right now. But yeah, we get to see Kyokai's tragic past, that basically, there was this sort of ritual that would happen in her clan. Like, she is from a very notorious clan. They are very dangerous, but at the same time, there would be a ritual that would take place into which these young children, all women, would have to be pit into a battle of the death, and there can only be one survivor. And Kyokai was friends with this other girl, and they were actually sisters. Not related by blood, but they treated each other as sisters. And they had a lot of trust with one another, and they didn't want to battle it out in the first place. And we have the older sister, not Kyokai, we have her ending up basically putting Kyokai to sleep. And basically Kyokai oversleeps at the moment the ritual takes place. She goes to the battlefield. She's like, oh shit, I overslept and everything, and then she, goes into the battlefield, the forest where everyone fought at. Everyone is dead. There are corpses everywhere, heads cut off. It's completely ridiculous. And technically, what we see is that, of course, her sister ended up dying in the process, but she was actually killed off by one of the other members, the one who actually won in the ritual. So actually, this shows that there is actually 2 surviving members of the clan that she is from. Herself, and also the one who murdered her sister. And we have it to where this is where we see Kyokai's, dream. She said that I cannot die until I kill the person who killed my sister. So it was very cool seeing that arc take place. We get some development with Shin. The Assassination arc was great, loved it, and also it's building up to the training arc, which is arc 5 of the series, and I'm going to be reviewing that pretty soon because it is pretty short arc. But, we also get to see Kyokai's, tragic past, which was very interesting as well, and she's definitely going to be a vital character later on. So, yeah, these Kingdom chapters, I have been just enjoying. I'm already on chapter 100, and I've only completed, I've completed 100 chapters in 4 days, technically, of reading Kingdom. If I can keep this up, I will actually be able to review this series sooner than I expected. If I can review, or, if I can catch up to, 100 chapters in a day, I'm going to be reviewing this series very, very soon. I can't wait to actually do that. And I'm already getting requests for some live reactions. That is awesome. This series definitely is engrossing a lot of people. And it seems that Kingdom is getting a lot more popular. And I'm already getting into this series. I actually really do love the strategy, the politics, how it, perceives warfare and just the characters. I'm really sucked into this world, and I haven't felt about a series like this since Berserk, and honestly, Kingdom might go down as one of my personal favorite manga series. It might be considered in my top 5 manga series. I'm really liking this series, and I can't wait to review it in the future. But yeah, I think that about does it for this video. I made this video a little bit too longer than I probably should have, but then again, I am covering 3 arcs. But still, I hope you enjoyed this video nonetheless. Let me know in the comments down below on what you thought about my review for these 3 arcs of Kingdom. What chapters do you specifically want me to live react to? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you enjoying Kingdom as well? What should I look out for without spoiling though? Is there any symbolism, some foreshadowing, or anything along those lines? I'm very curious. But yeah, just let me know everything down in the comments down below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more Kingdom reviews from me, or just anime and manga related videos on this channel, definitely hit that red subscribe button down below, and you'll never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys. I love you all. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.